Hi there, this is Brian here from quantlabs.net. Today we're going to talk about a huge, big benefit that I never thought of when it came to this Windows subsystem for Linux that has been part of Windows 10 for a while. Before I get started, I just want to introduce you to quantlabs.net/book. If you like these type of technology and trading and what I'm doing, you can always come into the quantlabs.net/book, get yourself some email or some PDFs on the topic. It's all free. If you're even interested in knowing what I've been working on latest, you can always come over to the quantlabs.net/DVD. There's now coming very soon, I'll know in the next few days, to confirm if we are going to be able to ship shippable DVDs out for all the latest stuff I've been working on with MotiveWave and Python trading bots. It's pretty exciting stuff. So with that in mind, let's get over to our cool stuff here. Here. Just still getting used to this MotiveWave. All right, so yay. Okay, so got to get my screen here. So here's my screen, yay. So what you're looking at right now is Windows 10. A lot of people will probably be pretty surprised of me saying here late 2019 to say, yeah, I'm working with Windows. Now, I've kind of used Windows as a very small doses because of the stability of Windows 10 and where it took to get me to make this statement. This latest build of Windows 10 is stable, it's fast. I've not seen my computer in 3-4 years work as good as it is now with Windows 10. Surprising and shocking for me to say that, but here we are talking about it. I will tell you, I've been a hardcore Mac fan for many years, which is very tired for paying for the premium pricing on Apple product. That I'm not alone on this statement, I'm sure. But if Windows is where it's at, yeah, people may already start using Windows again. All right, so enough of that jibber jabber. So in here, what I want to show you is this has been out for a while. If you come over to Microsoft and look for an article called Windows Subsystem for Linux Installation Guide for Windows 10, this will walk you through the entire process to get a terminal, a Linux terminal working on your Windows. And for me to say that, I thought, well, that's all fine and good. But when you look at the big benefit that I never thought of, it just came to my mind, as little as it may be. Now, what we're doing right now is if you go over to my channel at youtube.com/quantlabs, in there, what I did was on the weekend, today being the 30th of December, on the verge, Happy New Year to everybody for 2020. I was on the verge of, I created this video called How to Install Redis onto Windows 10. Now that what we have here is I have the ability using this Redis now in a Linux terminal. Okay, once you complete that Windows subsystem for Linux set of instructions I showed you earlier, you now have the ability to load in an Ubuntu terminal. So we have it running right here. So right here, we're looking at there's a subsystem of Linux in Ubuntu running in my Windows natively, out of box, no virtual machines, nothing. And I thought, okay, that's cool, I guess. This is the latest version, Redis 4. So that means here, if you watch that other Redis video I showed you, this is a more intelligent way of being able to communicate with Redis more up to date in Linux natively in your Windows. So this is a better way to go for sure, because the other version I showed you in that video was Redis 2.4. Here we're pretty close to a very current version of Redis of 4. Okay, so that enables me now to be able to use my Windows desktop and access all the Linux distribution, all the Linux resources on top of my Windows desktop, which I never thought was possible. So now I can run using Redis just as an example of Linux and be able to run Redis in Linux in my Windows environment. That's pretty powerful. So now I can bring in my Redis desktop manager that I've shown before, but instead of it loading in my Windows, running on top of Windows for Redis server, this is now able to see all of the Redis in my Linux now on the database. Okay, now you want my opinion? That's pretty powerful, and that opens up a lot of doors. Okay, because before this, for me to say this, it was a pain in the ass if you were to stay in the world of Windows. So again, just to show you, if I do an H set, the key value here in Linux, okay, and now I'm using Redis client, the Redis client here, the CLI, communicating with the Redis server running in another Linux terminal. You can see here on my Windows now, I have the ability to, use any external or Windows resources to connect into Redis now. And there's much more better power with this. So now I can go ahead and start installing Python scripts in my Linux terminals I've set up using this methodology of the Windows subsystem for Linux. Okay, that is the power that this brings, and I never thought of it, but here I am testing it, showing it to you. It's powerful stuff. So if you want, that's for me to sit here and say that is incredible, because now, I've got, if you watch my other video from earlier today, I put up the lessons or so the trading goals for 2020. I can now use MATLAB in whatever environment I want. I can use Motiwave on Windows to be able to talk to Linux resources, which is really, really, really powerful. So, I think it's a big deal to do that. Another big one, if you are familiar with my, here, I'll show you my store stuff. Yeah, we all got to eat here, right? Let me just show you here. So if you go to my website at quantlabs.net, let me just get this working here. I'm just using this other new thing called StreamYard. So bear with me as I still get through it. Let's see here. Okay. So yeah, we're running it right now, which is cool. So just give me a second here. Sorry about this mess up here. Okay, so if you come into my store here, let me just show the screen here. If you go into my store here under store, in there you'll find my course, Python 3. So this is what I'm speaking about now. So now you have the ability to build your Python environment in Linux and have it run embedded out of box on your Windows desktop, which is like unheard of, which is powerful. And it really extends the life of Windows, if you ask me. So now you can build, if you want, in my opinion, if you're familiar with that course, TALib, Technical Analysis Library, the Python package, and build the wrapper in Python. To do it in Windows itself was a pain in the ass. But now you can do it with this in Python in a Linux terminal. So you can build the TALib in a Linux terminal, which makes life a lot easier. You just follow the instructions for that wrapper. I might even do a video on it later today as I do it. But yeah, these are the big benefits of it, even no matter where you sit. As I said about the new Windows 10, it seems to be a lot more stable, runs fine. The first time I can say this in about 3-4 years with Windows 10 being out. So that's where we stand. Other than that, I think it's just something to kind of be excited about. So I'm gonna end this video here now. And if you're coming from my chat server about this, that's cool. Appreciate it. Hello, we can continue the conversation on the private chat server if you're part of my whatever you want to get. And in my mind right now, just so you know, we are on December 30th, as I said. Motivate is having a 25% sale off right now until until January 1st, New Year's Day. On top of, I've got my stuff going on as well. I've got some discounting till the New Year's Day. I might send some emails on that. But thanks for watching. If you got any questions, just let me know, and we'll chat away. And the StreamYard's pretty cool. So it's going to be a much better improvement. I can stream not just on YouTube, but stream on maybe LinkedIn, but definitely Facebook as is right now, my group and my page on Facebook. Thanks for watching. Have yourselves a good day. Later.